Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I've done a lot of videos on the Extrude tool, but I've never used all the tools in the Extrude tool. So I thought I'd just show you how to make something like this. Let's just take an ellipse and hit P to put it in the center of the page. And then take a smaller ellipse and hit P. And then select them both and hit T. And then we need to move it up just a little bit. We'll set our nudge factor on 0.25. And we'll grab that and we'll move it up twice. So 0.5. Now I've got my hotkey for rotating this through the center, which is alternate C. And let's rotate it 120 degrees and then Control D again. Then let's just take our Smart Fill tool, set on any color. Let's use a blue this time and fill that in. We get that shape that kind of looks like that. Now, I normally take this to no fill to extrude it, but I started playing around with the extrude tool today, and I'm going to go to the extrude tool, and I'm just going to come down. Now, you can't really tell anything right now, so I'm going to left click, right click for a second, and just kind of see what it looks like. But here's what I kind of learned today. Once you get in that form, and you could rotate it, I don't think it really needs any rotation on this thing, but I'm going to rotate this one. And then you could go right here to extrusion colors and pick that one right there. And we're going to go to look what it did. It automatically filled in my extrusion. Now I don't like that bottom, so I'm going to go back and tweak it. And that's one thing good about this. I'm going to rotate that back down where I don't want to see that bottom. Now I'm going to go back to the color, and I'm going to get my eyedropper, and I'm going to take I could even take a color from over here, but I want it a little bit darker. Maybe not quite that dark. You could actually move this handle. I never use this color grid. I always go to this, but have to reset it. So that didn't look terrible. I'm going to call that good. Now that's in the center of the page. I'm going to hit P just to make sure. And then I'm going to take an ellipse, and I could have added a shadow, and I really should. Let's go back there. Get the extrude tool back. That's one thing nice about it. You can go right back and go the color and use color shading and see, go from blue to that. We can make it, well, that's one of the reasons when I use somebody else's file, I should not use other people's files when I'm making a video. So that's kind of giving you a blue. Let's zoom in here and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's kind of messed up a little bit, or maybe because it's doing that. I don't think there's a number of steps. Let's go to a light blue and see what it looks like. That doesn't look too bad. I need to find out if you can change that setting. Now let's make an ellipse to go inside there, and I'm going to hit P just to see what it's going to look like. And it looks fine, so I don't have to nudge it. I can move it manually because this time so we'll use that same blue. I'm going to take away the outline, but this time I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and just swipe across and go right here to the elliptical, put it back in the middle, and we're going to put blue in the center. Maybe that'll look cool. Now I'm going to go, before I move it, I'm going to go to Object, Order, Back a Page, and then when I hit Center, it'll be back in there. Now what's cool about this, that doesn't look too bad. When you go back to the interactive fill tool, you've got that selected. You didn't mess anything up. So you could change this, and we could, really see what it looks like all the way around. I'm going to add a little darkness, see if it'll even show up. Yeah, it shows up just a little bit, giving that ball a little bit of darkness. And one thing I wasn't going to do, I was not going to extrude it that much. I was going to try to do another extrusion. One good thing you can do is Control C to copy it, and then you can go back kind of to the start and see where we're at. And maybe we can get back to the extrude tool and just don't extrude it so much, because I want just there we go, a little bit of a lip there. Now, if I right click and paste, I'll get my original back or one I was working on. So we're going to take this one and work on it, but you have to grab the extrude tool and then go to, and we're going to do this. Well, I did that blue, right? Well, why won't it accept it? Okay, there we go. We accepted that one. That looks pretty cool. Now let's just take our ball, and because we're working this into the page, I can hit P. Now we created that other item next, so now it's on top, so we can go back to the back of the page. And in this time, that looks pretty cool. You could still make your ball bigger if you hold down the shift key and have it grow from the outside. And by the effects, it kind of makes it look like a ball. But I thought I'd just pass along that information. I keep playing with the extrude tool, and I normally do it in like a wireframe look. I kind of like this one the best. Anyway, I hope that it gave you some ideas, and thank you for watching.